baby, everybody. Welcome back to Words With Wayman. I am your host, as always, Matt Wayman, everybody. Very glad to be back. Check out all our past episodes online, agencysketch.com/podcast. You can check all those out, or on Twitter at Words With Wayman. Got a very special guest. Want to hop right into it, everybody. Please welcome onto the podcast. Very funny, full-time comedian, joke monster, hardest working comedian in Denver by far, Anthony Crawford, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Appreciate it, man.
Thanks. Yeah, definitely one of the guys you get out all the time, crazy, like 2, 3, 4 times more than a lot of comics do. Crazy hilarious, headliner. Moved up here recently from North Carolina, where you were born and raised?
No.
Where were you born?
Military brat.
Military brat, okay.
Yeah, I was actually born in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
I have no memory of it.
Yeah, I got carried out by, that's probably a good thing.
We literally left as soon as I was old enough to travel.
That's good. You want to get up?
We went to Spain.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Do you have memories of Spain?
Yeah. Those are my first memories.
Really? So how old were you when you were in Spain? Just like a baby?
From like maybe 1 or 2 to like 7.
Whoa.
Yeah, 7 or 8.
That's a long time.
And then we hopped around Germany, then we hit Singapore, and then went back to Spain, and they had a lot of terrorist attacks going on then, and my mom and dad's marriage was already kind of shaky, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then when the terrorist attacks started happening, Mom was like, "Yep, we're out of here."
Oh, sorry. This is a good out. This is a good.
Because we almost died, man. We should have died.
What happened? Some bombing?
Luckily, my dad was an alcoholic.
Oh, that's always saved our family.
Yeah, our favorite restaurant. Someone drove a car into it, and a bomb went off.
Whoa!
And no one in the restaurant survived, and it happened 20 minutes after our reservation.
Crazy.
But we didn't make it because Dad got fucked up.
Got a little too saucy, boss.
Yeah.
Who said alcohol never solved any problems?
You know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
Works out, man.
That's a crazy thing too. And if I was your mom, I'd probably do the same thing. It's like I'm out.
Of there. And then we moved to High Point, North Carolina.
Whoa, that's a crazy thing too. Do you think? I mean, I'm sure it's affected you growing up, but seeing all those places as such a young person, while you still have this crazy imagination, I'm sure it is just pretty cool.
Oh man, that's awesome, man. Being I was my family translator.
Okay.
When I got words together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was from about 5 till we left.
Yeah.
I was a family translator, man. I picked Spanish up pretty quick.
Yeah, especially as a young person too, and when all the people that you knew probably spoke it too.
Oh, I was on top of that.
That's cool.
I mean, I lost it now.
But it's so much easier to learn language when you're younger like that too.
Oh yeah. But yeah, reading it and speaking it comes real slow. Yeah. Because, I mean, I was in elementary school and I stopped.
Mm-hmm. So it is one of those you didn't...
I talk like an elementary kid.
That's funny. But at least you know a little bit. You could probably get by if you had to.
Shit.
Did you... I mean, I know for a lot of kids, my dad was like a military brat and like moved around a little bit. Or not a military brat, but his dad worked in factories and they had to move around a lot. And he didn't necessarily like it because he felt it was like hard to get... You know, you're making all these new friends and stuff all the time, and like you don't get a chance to form long relationships.
Yeah, but it made me learn how to make friends fast.
Yeah.
I'm making fast.
Which is a huge skill in this business, too.
Yeah, it worked out.
For people for people to like you right away.
Yeah.
No, that definitely is.
I don't even try, and people like me. It's kind of annoying sometimes.
So you moved all around the world, and then they dropped you down in North Carolina. How was that
It was the worst.
Yeah, for just a realization of what this country's about a little bit.
Yeah, going from big worldly cities to furniture capital of the world. That's what High Point's known for. That's it. That's all we got.
God, that must have been insane.
It's the worst, man. And I hated it.
Never really living in this country anyway and knowing American people as much. I guess you did because you're on the bases and stuff.
Dicks. Yeah, Americans are dicks.
Why are you so pissed off all the time?
I don't know, man. That's why I always understood immigrants. Like, God, I get it, man. We're assholes.
Yeah.
Because I was like, everybody really acts like this?
Yeah. All the stereotypes that everybody had.
Yeah, but, oh, man, it was cool. But like my outlets were comic books and comedy shows. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Comedy TV shows?
Yeah. Like that's when I got heavy into Star Search. This was like 88, 89. I was watching Star Search like crazy because they always had comedians.
Yeah, they definitely
on
did.
there. Then Def Comedy Jam started.
Oh, yeah.
And Comic View started.
Heck yeah.
And then comedy blew up, and man.
I guess, definitely riding off the wave of the 80s where that comedy boom was hot.
Yeah.
And they were putting out a lot of material, a lot of stand-up on TV, because stand-up was crazy in the 90s like that, too.
Oh, man, it was crazy.
Just every channel had a stand-up show.
And I wanted to do stand-up so bad back then. I wanted to either do that, make a comic book, or be a backup dancer. And that was so...
You got those dance moves? Maybe we can still do all of them. I think at least a comic book we could do. Backup dancer, that's shit may have sailed.
That was dumb.
That's a badass one. Dance is good. Oh, man. If I could do it, I would do it more.
When I was a kid, that was a beast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Just like, yeah.
Yeah. I dance like I'm 35 now.
Which nobody wants to see. Nobody's like, hey, come dance on my music video.
Is Crawford okay?
Is he okay? He is on the ground crying. He is upset with himself. Yeah, he did the move, but he is paralyzed. So that's great. So what? So you got picked up back in school at North Carolina, and what? Did you go through school all the way there?
Yeah. Well, I went to a couple elementary schools in Spain.
Mm-hmm.
And then
different schooling systems too, I'm sure, in the way that we teach.
It was dope. I know I learned a lot faster in Spain.
Definitely.
Because when I got to America, I was in nothing but honors and academic class. Yeah, I was ahead of everybody.
like 3 years.
Yeah, and so school was always easy. But I got picked. I got picked on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And
what, for being the new kid, kind of, or just being from
new kid, super small.
Yeah,
super small. Like I'm a small guy
kid, yeah.
now. But I had a 7-inch growth spurt my senior year in high school.
Crazy.
Yeah.
7-inch.
Yeah, dude. I thought I was gonna make it to my brother's.
It went all to my dick.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So like, I'm like 15, but I'm 4'11".
Yeah.
92 pounds.
Just probably the easy target out there.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for somebody to rib on a
long
little bit.
head and big feet.
Yeah.
I got picked on all
You're getting ready to grow. You had to have those big feet to get ready to grow.
I was a nerdy black kid. You know what I'm saying?
That's smarter than everybody that moved from out of the country.
Yeah. If I couldn't get you with sports or school, I could get you with comedy.
Yeah. Definitely a defense mechanism I think a lot of us have evolved over the years or gotten.
But it's funny, like, because I was in nothing but honors classes, like, I was in class with nothing but the white kids.
Mm-hmm. And
I lived with all the black kids. But my mom, like, always worked for Time Warner Cable.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, like, the first 5 years we were here.
Yeah.
Other than that, she's always worked at Time Warner Cable. So we always had cable.
Nice.
I've never known life without cable.
That's crazy.
As far as I can remember.
Yeah.
When I really started getting into TV.
Yeah, well, you needed those for all those stand-up shows and stuff, for sure. To be able to get all those crazy channels.
It sucked. I tried to talk to my friends, my black friends about it. None of them had cable. I'm talking to my white friends about it.
They weren't watching those channels.
They wasn't watching Def Comedy Channel.
One kid, maybe. That's it.
Hell no. Nah, they used to talk about 90210.
Oh, shit. That Melrose Place.
Yeah.
All that bullshit.
Yeah, that was those days.
So then you went through high school, and then I know you joined the military after that for a little bit?
No, I went to college first.
Went to college?
I realized college was harder than I expected, and I was making too much money at the time.
Yeah.
To be able to keep going to college and care.
What college?
North Carolina A&T State University.
Okay.
Historically black college.
Yeah.
Greensboro, North Carolina.
Nice.
We helped start the civil rights movement.
Hell yeah.
Look it up.
It's in the books.
Yeah. But comedy was doing real well for me by then.
So so you'd been doing comedy already for a couple years in college?
Yeah.
When did you start?
I started on my 18th birthday.
Cool.
My mom and dad didn't want me to do it while I was in high school.
Cool.
Like if I could have, I'd have started when
Maybe
I was
it made
12.
you hungrier,
Yeah, definitely. Thank God. I actually worked on jokes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
which is the biggest part. I feel like even.
I can actually say I had a solid 10 my first time.
That's crazy.
Started. Unfortunately, I was doing 30.
Yeah. Which happens a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And I started the worst way possible. But
bowling.
But it made me solid.
Bridal engagement party.
No, I started out getting paid doing 30 minutes consistently.
Crazy.
Like I started the very first day I did comedy on my 18th birthday. I performed like 2 more times that week. And I got paid.
That's awesome.
And then I got booked to start doing like tailgate parties in Charlotte.
Well, you show up and they'd have a PA set up and you just do like 20, 30?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like get drunk afterwards.
And I was like a week in.
Just getting the hottest gigs.
Yeah. When I was 18, so,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Hell yeah, they was sliding me drinks. And stuff
of course.
It's fun, man.
And hanging out with the adults that are thinking you're cool.
The worst way possible.
Yeah.
People didn't care that I sucked, which I still don't understand. Maybe I didn't.
People want to see somebody do that, but people don't want to be the person doing that.
Yeah.
It's one of the harder things.
And it was awesome. And I did that like after I started doing parties, then turned into tailgate parties, and then turned into I did my first Super Bowl party, which was stupid.
Halftime or before?
Pre-game, halftime, post-game.
I mean, I'm not doing a post-game show if they lose.
Nah, it was a neutral thing. It was just
cool.
For the Super Bowl.
Oh, nice.
None of our dogs was in the race.
That's cool.
I think I can't even remember what year that was. I think that was 99, my first.
That's pretty cool doing 3 shows in a night at something like that.
Yeah, but it was like I do 10 minutes in the beginning. And then I do like 10 at halftime.
Yeah.
Because that was before we gave a fuck about commercials, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't that crazy yet. And I don't know. It worked out.
Because you can't do the same material just because, so you have to have a lot of material right away.
Yeah. I started out writing a shitload of material.
Yeah, just having to have a lot of stuff to be able to go to, even if it's not necessarily going to work, just fill time.
Because I've been writing for years before I got... You know what I mean?
So now it's just the time to try all the stuff out that you wanted to try out.
Yeah. And I had some rookie ideas, some rookie mistakes. Like at one point, I was like, I was kind of a hack at one point. I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
But in a way of like say if someone had a funny joke about a head of lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'd look at it and be like, I wouldn't take the joke, but I'd be like, a head of lettuce.
Mm-hmm.
All right, if you can make a joke off that, so can I.
Yeah.
All right, head of lettuce. You know what I mean?
And do you write 10 jokes about it and keep 3 of them or something?
It'd be like a combative.
To try to prove you think that you were better?
Yeah, like I was a dick.
I think some people do get upset about that. In some essence, I think, if we talk about sometimes, every joke's already been written anyway, so I'm just looking for premises at that point anyway.
Yeah.
So head of lettuce, fine. If you're getting a bunch of laughs off head of lettuce, it might be something there that just a premise anyway.
And that's one thing that I mean, like I said, I hate that I was like that.
Yeah,
I was like that for about like a solid 2 years too.
Mm-hmm.
And
just taking people out.
Yeah.
Just like doing their act better than them.
And like I said, I hated the way I started. You shouldn't start that way. I was a dick. But man, it makes me like I can write jokes fast now.
Oh, yeah, which new material is the end goal.
All I need to be is focused on a topic, and I can actually, squeeze something out of it.
Yeah, because you sit down and write every day, I'm sure.
Yeah, and, that's the one.
Oh, no, it's just like, that's the 1 minute warning, or one plus whatever, whenever you feel a natural time to shut it down.
All right. So yeah, it made me write faster.
Yeah, because you come up with crazy amounts of new material, which is why you're always fun to see because you're doing something new.
And I know how to pace myself now, but man, back then, this one joke for me was 8 minutes long.
Really? Yeah. Of just like little punches through to get to the big one?
Just the stories.
Yeah, just the stories.
It was just way longer.
That's so crazy. I'm the exact opposite of like trying to find something down to get like 1 minute,
Yeah.
But that must be good. I mean, that's why you get really comfortable on stage really quickly too if you're just doing longer stories like that, I'm sure, because you can kind of dig into them a little bit.
Yeah.
And you're just telling a story, so you're already putting that emotion off.
Yeah. And most of them are true, so you can see. I can't hide how I felt.
No, and plus, I mean, you had that
when it happened.
You have all that life experience too. As such a young person, you do have all these stories to be able to like just give people a little bit.
My life was pretty dumb.
Yeah, and that's what makes it fun. It's the dumbest. I laugh at the dumbest stuff all the time. That is, but you just can't help yourself. But I can help myself shutting this first episode down, huh? That felt natural, guys. Thank you all so much for listening. Anthony, if you want to, we're going to be right back with a part 2, but if you just want to give your internet stuff like your Twitter and your Facebook or wherever that people can find you.
Oh, man, on the internet, let's see, Twitter at Crawford Comedy, Instagram at Crawford Comedy.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything's at Crawford Comedy.
Check it out, everybody. Crawford Comedy.
Facebook, Anthony Crawford.
Anthony Crawford on Facebook for booking info and all that. I want to thank you for being here for part 1. I want to thank everybody for listening. We'll be right back with part 2.